Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a great day so far. Are you having a great day? I hope you are. So today what I want to talk to you about is holy grails. We in the beauty community, we're always after them. They are the holy grails of the makeup world. What is a holy grail? A holy grail, to me at least, is a product that is like what you've been searching for, that hidden treasure. It cannot be beaten. It is perfection in every way. It is your number one, your top product in its category. For example, foundation, mascara, eyeshadow. We're all looking for our holy grail foundation, our holy grail primer, our holy grail SPF, our holy grail lipstick. Aren't we? All of the time, that's what we're chasing, our holy grail. We even see it on YouTube videos. Is this the holy grail foundation? Is this my new holy grail? We're obsessed. So this got me thinking, do I have any holy grails? Have I found any? Have I ticked any off my search, my list? Is my search complete for any holy grail products? Is it? We're going to find out today. We're going to take you through each makeup category and discuss whether I found my holy grail in that category, and if so, what it is. So I'm kind of going to go in what I think is roughly the order. I might apply the products to my face roughly, depending on the day. Now, being a beauty YouTuber creator here on YouTube, obviously I review a lot more makeup or try a lot more makeup than your average person, your average consumer. So I guess I feel like this is a dangerous thing for me. It's a bit like finding your wedding dress, purchasing it, and then continuing to flip through bridal magazines. That's how I feel like my life is when it comes to makeup. So although I have my holy grails, I feel in a few categories, I'm obviously kind of forced to cheat on them all of the time to provide you guys with reviews and thoughts and try new products. So it's, as I always say, I'm very disloyal when it comes to makeup. I am just a makeup hoe. I'm all over the place. I'm always trying new things. I'm always cheating on my holy grail life partners in the makeup world. So it's very possible that I may declare something my holy grail today, try something tomorrow, and that immediately change. So just bear that in mind, that this is a fickle business, guys. It really is. So first up, primer. And primer is one that I will absolutely declare that I have found my holy grail, and you all know what it is. It's the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This is the original one. I have not tried the liquid. So is it possible that that one could gazump this one when I finally get my mitts on it? It is possible. This is my second. You can see that big old pan in there. And I think I might try the liquid next instead of repurchasing the solid. But this is my holy grail primer. I really have no, if I didn't live on YouTube, I don't live here. If I didn't have a YouTube channel, then the search would be off. I wouldn't be trying new primers. I'd just keep repurchasing this one. It's perfect in my eyes. What I want from a primer, I want it to lay down a perfect base for my foundation. I want it to be a protective barrier between my makeup and my skin. I want it to be a protective barrier between the world and my skin. I want it to smell nice. I want it to have a nice application feel. I want it to keep my skin looking as smooth as possible and to keep my makeup wearing really, really well. And this ticks every single box that I have. It's smoothing, it adds longevity to my makeup, it gives me a perfect base, it smells beautiful, it's luxurious to use, it feels nice going on the skin, and it gives me that protective barrier to my skin from the outside world. It ticks every box. I love it. I wish it was easier to get here and cheaper to get here in the UK, but I'm willing to pay the price of import because it's just everything. It's perfect. It's my holy grail. We found one, guys. Thank God. The next category is foundation. And you know what? I do think I found it. I don't think I ever thought I'd say those words, but I do think I found it. The state of these bottles. And can you guess? Would you like to have a little guess? What do you think it is? Do you think it's the Shiseido? Do you think it's the ABH? Do you think it's the Fenty? No. You know what it is. It's the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation. I have this in my winter and summer shades. So my winter is Shell Beige, summer is Golden Almond. It's the foundation I've got on today. That's what I'm wearing today. The Shell Beige shade, I mean, I don't think in a million years you're going to be able to see it. It's down to about here. For a foundation, for me, that is unheard of because I have so many, I try so many, I do a lot of reviews. I have 5 or 6 that I kind of love equally. The Shiseido, the ABH, the Fenty, the Pat McGrath. I love all of those, the Estee Lauder. So, you know, when you have 5 or 6 that you would happily put on your face every day, you're really not going to go through a whole bottle. But when I came to finding this little bad boy, I really am going to go for a whole bottle, unfortunately, because it's the most expensive of the bunch. Typically, of course. Great. Good one, Charlotte. What did you do that for? But you know, I don't mind it because I'd much rather buy one very expensive foundation, luxurious foundation, and love and adore everything about it and want to wear it every day than have 5 or 6 that are just not perfect, you know. This to me is perfect. It covers everything I want it to cover while allowing my skin to peek through. I love the smell, I love the application, I love that I don't need to use too much of it. I love the packaging, of course. I have great winter and summer shades. It's got the most stunning, luminous, natural skin-like finish. The wear time is ridiculous. I love everything about it. If I didn't review foundations here on YouTube, I'm pretty sure that I would just happily use this for the rest of my days. My search is off. I've no reason to try new foundations because this is everything I've been looking for. It doesn't soak into my lines. It's smoothing, in fact, on my texture and my fine lines. I just love everything. It's everything I've been looking for and more. Things I didn't even know I was looking for. Like it's got SPF 50 in it. I don't care about that, but it's in there, you know, things like that. It photographs beautifully somehow, even though it's got SPF 50 in it. Who knew? But yeah, you get me. I like it. I like the foundation. And if I was not a creator here, I'd probably never purchase another one. I'd just keep repurchasing it. But that's the nature of the beast. And, you know, the door is always open in this house of makeup. Next up, concealer. And we're going to do this in a double whammy. We're going to do concealer and setting powder, as in concealer setting powder to set my concealer, because this kind of is a double whammy. It's products that go together, and these are solidly holy grails for me. I honestly can't fathom how these could be beaten. I really can't fathom it. I don't know where it's going to come from. It would be left field is where it'd have to come from. I don't know how they could be improved for my personal needs, wants, desires. And this is the Pat McGrath Concealer and Under Eye Setting Powder. It's what I have on today. It's what I have on almost every day. The Hourglass Concealer is very close to the Pat McGrath. I just prefer this one like a hair, you know, just a hair, a smidge. I also love the fact that it's a lot cheaper. Although it is smaller, it lasts me more than long enough. The powder took a little growing on me. It had to sink into me, to my soul, my heart. I had to experiment with using it before I loved it, but now I'm there. I'm obsessed. I use this with my Sonia G Detail Pro, is, you know, the smallest brush from that the Pro set, sorry, and it's perfection. I use the tiniest amount. It's so smooth on my under eye area. I only use this under eyes, nose, moustache, chin, and brows. Between the brows. I use this everywhere where I've used my concealer. Okay, this concealer, it doesn't crease, but it gives me the maximum coverage. It covers fully my under eye darkness, which before this came along and the Hourglass, no concealer did. They still always peek through. Now it completely covers it. It's very, very smooth. It doesn't crease and it's not too heavy and it feels nice and light. Yes, please. And it has great undertones. Obviously, Pat McGrath, I feel like her undertones are really, really good. So that's why I love this. It wears beautifully. I have very watery eyes. Like if I go out and it's windy, look out, there's about to be some kind of monsoon coming, and this holds up, doesn't smudge, don't leave tracks through my concealer. It's literally like there. I can cry a river and I'm good to go. The powder is just the most smoothing thing. If you use this on a sponge or like a big, heavy, very densely packed type of brush, you might have, it might not go well. I'm not gonna lie to you. You might have problems. It'll be cakey, it'll be heavy, it'll be aging. Use this on a very light, fluffy brush, strategically and lightly. Best day of your life. Well, I don't know, I can't guarantee that, but best under eye day of your life, you know. I really have no complaints with those two categories, concealer and under eye setting powder. I can't tell you what else I'd be looking for. Again, I'm gonna be forced against my will to try others that come out, but I have no idea how they're gonna top those two. I can't foresee it. So now for a category that I sadly do not really feel like I've found my holy grail, and that is setting powder, as in the rest of this face, this giant area. Ow. I don't use a lot of setting powder. I don't always set my face. When I do, I use my By Terry Hyaluronic Tinted Powder, which I like. It's okay, it's fine. It goes on and it sets my face with powder, you know? It does that, it does do that. But I don't know that I put it on and I'm like, oh my God, I'm a new woman. Or, you know, that there's a huge tangible sense of achievement. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for when it comes to setting powder. I'm really a novice. I've only tried a few. I don't really set my whole face very often. So yeah, I do actually feel like that could be topped. I don't know how. I don't know when. Could be tomorrow. We don't know. We won't know. But yeah, I definitely feel like there's something could happen. Something could happen, guys. I feel like it could be topped. It could happen. Next up, mascara. No, wait, that wouldn't be next. Next up, eyeshadow. Now, I don't have a holy grail eyeshadow palette. I have about 10, that's for sure. I have lots of eyeshadow palettes I adore, love, beyond my wildest dreams. Could I pick one of those eyeshadow palettes and say that one is my holy grail? Definitely not. And I don't know that that's a category, for me anyway, that really could be a holy grail category. I can't see how an eyeshadow palette, just one of them, could on its own be like the one. I don't know, maybe it could. I'd find it very hard to like pick one to use for the rest of my life, or one that I would never want to use a different palette from. But maybe that's because I haven't found it yet, you know? Maybe that's why. And I'm wearing green eyeshadow today. Who would have thought? But yet here we are. I love, you know, neutrals, browns, bronzes, goldy tones, those sort of more natural tones. But yeah, I also love green, and maybe that's why I'll never probably find my holy grail eyeshadow palette, because I can't make my mind up. You know, who I am, who am I? I don't know. Have you found yours? Is it possible? Can you find a holy grail eyeshadow palette? Let us know if you've got one. You know what to do. Next up, mascara. Now this is controversial. Well, kind of, it's probably not actually controversial, it's just mascara, remember, but my Lancome Monsieur Big, that could have been my holy grail. In fact, it was my holy grail for many, many years. I've probably repurchased that about 20 times. Lancome Monsieur Big, it was my jam for a very, very long time. Still love it, still adore it, still could put it on my lashes any single day of the week and cry tears of joy, but hopefully before I've put the mascara on. But then mascara number 2. What? But then Pat McGrath Fetishize came along, and I won't say smashed out the park. It put in a challenge. It said, whoa, hang on, Monsieur Big, I'm here now. I can take it from here. And it was very neck and neck. I repurchased Fetishize several times. I love Fetishize by Pat McGrath. It was just like Monsieur Big, dramatic, full, huge lashes, but with a little more definition and separation, which I was here for. And most of all, it could do my lower lashes, which Monsieur Big, it's a struggle. That ginormous wand under there, it's dangerous, it's high risk of smudging, of transfer, it's frightening. It can get way out of hand down there very quickly. Whereas with Fetish Eyes, I can't believe how many times I've said that and not stumbled, by the way. Thank you very much. So yeah, Fetish Eyes just kind of pipped Monsieur Big and overtook, and then all of a sudden last month, Dark Star came charging past the finish line. I just love the horse racing analogies when it comes to these mascaras. I don't know, who knows why. Dark Star, I guess it sounds maybe like a horse in a race. We digress. This is the mascara I've got on today. I feel like this is very similar to Fetish Eyes. It's maybe a hair more dramatic, more lengthening possibly than Fetish Eyes. Maybe they're very, very similar, but you get a lot more for your money with Dark Star, which I love, and you get the stunning gold packaging. So this is my new holy grail when it comes to mascara. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I do feel like, I mean, I said it before and I'll say it again, I'm fickle when it comes to makeup. Do I feel like it may be pipped or beaten at some point? Possibly it could be. But I mean, I thought that Lancôme Monsieur Big, me and Mr. Big, I thought we were like this for life, honestly. And then look what happened. So I'm not going to promise anything, but at the moment, I would happily say that that's my holy grail. And if I wasn't reviewing and buying new mascaras all the time, because I just love a mascara review, you may have noticed. But if I wasn't doing that, then I'd probably just repurchase that for life and I'd be a very happy lady. No complaints here. Next up, eyebrows. I wouldn't even say that I have an eyebrow product / combination of products that I really truly love. I have lots of them that I like. I really like the Patrick Tar shaping wax. That's what I've used today with a little bit of my KVD Vegan Beauty, whatever it's called, pencil. That's probably my preferred combo. I kind of like the Benefit gel. It doesn't really hold as well for me as I'd like it to, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I kind of like the Benefit, whatever that one is. I don't know. But yeah, am I obsessed with them? Am I reaching for the same product every single day? Am I convinced that I'll never find one better than those? No, I'm not. I'm not going to say that. So I definitely would say no. Brows, I have no holy grail. I'm still, oh, my shoe fell off. I'm still on the hunt. I hope it's still out there. I'm still looking. I'm searching. Next up, bronzer. I would almost say I wanted to cheat in this category. I won't lie to you. I wanted to cheat. I wanted to say that I've got a matte bronzer holy grail and I've got a luminous bronzer holy grail. But I felt like you guys were not going to let me get away with that one. I know you. You're tough on me. You call me out when I'm cheating, okay? So I've gone for one. I've gone for the bronzer I've got on my cheeks today. Guess which one it is? Guess. It's the Gucci. I mean, look at it. It's the Tiffany blue. It's the smell. It's the packaging. Rude. It's the fact that I know lots of people in my review said, oh, this particular shade, which is tan, is too ready for them. But when you look at my bod, this is the colour that I tan. So for me, this tone, it's perfect for me. It really is. It matches my top a little, but that's by the by. I love this bronzer. I love the Charlotte Tilbury as well. That's my matte holy grail. But honestly, I reach for this one more. There's more days when I want to be glowy, glowy. Careful. There's more days I'm finding when I want a glowy bronzer than when I want a matte bronzer. There's definitely times I want a matte bronzer. There are times it happens. But if I had to pick one, it's this one. And again, I don't know how I didn't think the Charlotte Tilbury was going to get topped, put it that way. I thought that's my holy grail for life. I was convinced I'm going to hit pan on this bad boy. Finally, a bronzer I'm going to hit pan on. And then this one came along and I don't know what to do with myself. I have told you, I am a fickle little lady. Put it that way. It just has the perfect finish. It's glowy, but not It's glowy but not shimmery or glittery. There is no visible glitter or shimmer in here whatsoever. It's beautiful and natural and smooth. It blends like a dream. It wears well, and just the tone of it, God help me, the tone of it is just fantastic. And now blush. I mean, I feel shame when it comes to the blush category, because I wanted to at least give you a Holy Grail formula, but I can't even do that. I can't even narrow it down to a formula. I'm nowhere near Holy Grail blush status. Let's just say that. I've nowhere near. I'm clueless. I've lost my head. My head's gone. Okay. If I was on Love Island right now, I'd be all over the shop. Okay. I'd be sat on the sofas around the fire pit. I shouldn't have brought Love Island up. It's a very touchy subject. But I have so many blushes. Blush is like my Holy Grail product. I love blush, and I've got so many. There's so many formulas. I love the Patrick Tar formula. I love the Laura Mercier blush formula. I love MAC blushes. I love Hourglass blushes. I've got lots of blushes in palettes that I love. My Chantecaille Cheek Duo. I couldn't even tell you my favourite formula in this category. I'm nowhere near, and I really don't think blush I will ever get to a Holy Grail 1. I just can't see it happening. If it does, I mean, it's going to be a great day, because imagine if I ever find one blush that's my Holy Grail blush, imagine how nice that's going to be. Oh, imagine it. We can but dream. We can but dream. Maybe this will be the year. We can only hope. Now, speaking of highlights, were we? I don't know that we were, but you know, I can always edit that back in, you know. Highlight, that's the next category. Highlight. I almost feel a little cheeky saying that I've found my highlight Holy Grail, because I'm not 100%. This one, I feel like I'm 95% sure I found my Holy Grail highlight. It's the highlight I've got on today. By the way, this here is just sweat because it's flipping hot. This is the highlight that I'm talking about. This is just me being hot. But my Holy Grail highlight that I'm going to commit to 90%, okay, is the YSL Touche Eclat 3D All Over Glow. It's the highlight I have on today. It's just a treat and a joy. And for me, what I look for in a highlight, it's got to be luminous, no shimmery, glittery, no. It's got to be luminosity and light. A grown-up highlight, if you will. I love a grown-up highlight. I think that's such a great word to describe what I'm looking for. I don't want to be seen from space. I don't want beaming metallic streaks. I want it to blend and melt into the skin and just look like the light is favouring me. If you see what I mean. I don't want to cast. I want the base to be like non-existent and just glow. That's what I need. And this is the closest I've ever come. I think it's amazing. I think it's beautiful. I think I will love it more so in winter than summer, because I think this one universal shade works better, or will work better for me in winter, but works pretty good now. I will say that. But it's just so soft. Again, the scent is lovely. The packaging is glorious. And it's just, I mean, you can see it's not far off, but it is obviously lighter than my hand. And my hand is obviously quite a lot lighter than like my bod. So yeah, could it possibly be pipped? I think it could be. So that's why I'm like 90%. But I would say this is like my favourite, my go-to, the only one I really want to put on my face most days currently. And the last category, I think, I'm just looking down my list, making sure, is lips. Now, again, I really thought, you know, I'm gonna go in with my favourite, my Holy Grail formula. Is it gonna be Lisa Eldridge? Is it gonna be Patrick Tar? Is it gonna be Pat McGrath? Is it gonna be Charlotte Tilbury? And then when I started like looking at my lip collection, I was like, yeah, I categorically can't even pick a formula. Again, a bit like the blush, I have so many. Obviously, it depends on the day, the occasion, my makeup look. As far as, I mean, I'm never going to pick one colour. That's just, I mean, don't be ridiculous. That's madness. What are you talking about? That that's really rude what you just said. But I did think possibly formula, but honestly, between Pat McGrath and Charlotte Tilbury and Lisa Eldridge, I can't choose between those formulas. I'm so sorry about it. I just can't do it. So lips is a definite. I mean, I'd say I'm still searching, but I just don't think that that's a search with, you know, an end in sight, honestly. So there you have it. Those are my holy grails that I have found and my holy fails at finding holy grails. Did that work? I hope you enjoyed this video. Always, obviously, especially today of all days, let us know what holy grails you've found so far and what you are still searching for in the comments down below. We love to know. We're very, very nosy here. You know that. So please just satisfy our curiosities and tell us what your holy grails are that you found and you're still searching for. And we would love, who's we? Me. I would love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye, 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 bye.